It's the Date Master. We're going to talk about self-discipline equals self-mastery. What I learned again with this journey, a lot of men in this space, it's only a couple that I see in here talk about connecting to the Most High and tapping into a different power that lies within you. Most men are defeated, so they're looking for answers. You're looking for spaces to come and get comfort versus looking for spaces to go and get the information necessary to not need comfort. And I see why I was defeated in the past, why a lot of men are being defeated now and will be defeated in the future. And it is simply because of their lack of discipline. It is because they do not want to master or learn themselves, because to learn yourself is to go through all of that bullshit and see your mistakes, your errors, your habits, and you must correct. You got to correct them. And this is how you elevate to the next level. This is how you become a master of self. Because having discipline from things that makes you a slave, such as your eating habits, smoking habits, drinking habits, sexual habits, ask yourself, how do they benefit you? All the money you smoke on, the money you spend on weed, how has it benefited you? All the money you spent on turning up, how has it benefited you? All the time you spent chasing women, exploring your sexual desires, how has that benefited you? I can guarantee you that it has not benefited you in no way. You maybe have thought you have gained some social status, some cool points, some graduations in hierarchy amongst your male peers, but again, none of that shit really matters. The only thing that matters is accomplishments, because accomplishments are forever. They're stamped. No one can take the fact that you graduated high school, college, built a successful business, had a child, a successful marriage, lost weight. None of these things can be taken from you. So instead of pursuing your, worldly desires, we should be pursuing a deeper purpose, looking for things that is going to benefit us in the long term, not the short term, but long term. Now, short-term benefits do come with long-term goals, of course, because you just can't jump from one end to the next. So you have a lot of short goals, which are ultimately going to play a role in your long-term goals. But we don't think this way as men in a lot of cases. We just follow suit. We want to be accepted. We want to be in the in crowd. We are mostly sheep. That's why these messages and these spaces are not for weak-minded men. These spaces, such as the red pill, whatever you want to identify with, we're free thinkers. For the most part, the ones that lead the conversation and sit back and listen, the ones who got a lot to say. If you have a lot to say, I highly believe that you're not your intelligence is on a high level. The ones that have the intelligence are the ones that teach. They give certain messages, and their messages are not rooted in the surface. They're not rooted in material possessions or notch count with women. They're rooted in a legacy of work, a legacy of character, a legacy of ethics. So as you grow, again, people are not going to treat you the same as you grow, as you become more of a threat to their mediocrity. They're going to find any and every reason to have a conflict with you. I'm witnessing this right now in real time. Because to walk this line, you have to meet a standard. And as a man, especially if you're seeking a higher purpose, if you don't have a standard that has to be met to be in your presence, if you don't have a standard to be met to get into your bedroom for the women, you're a lower level man. You're a lower level man because you have not developed the discipline. You have not developed the mindset to master yourself. Because once you master yourself, a lot of things lose their appeal. A lot of things do not appease you anymore. They don't satisfy you. They don't serve you any purpose. So you get rid of them. And those things, a lot of the times, are associated with people. So you lose those people in the process because me and, such and such used to go to the club and kick it every weekend. We used to go and bullshit, smoke weed, and chase hoes a lot. Now that I'm no longer doing that, the connection becomes weaker and weaker and weaker because such and such still wants to do that. Meanwhile, you don't. You're waking up to see that life is more than that. Your purpose is more than that. So you start to question, why am I losing these friends? Why am I losing people that have always been present in my life? Why am I losing this woman? Because again, look at what you and that woman used to meet up, smoke, drink, wine, whatever the case, kick it, and you said, hey, this is not going anywhere. This is not going anywhere anymore. We have to part ways. I'm going to go this route. You can come with me, but to come in this gate, you have to pay a toll. And most women don't want to pay a toll after a certain period. They feel that the time that they invested is enough. And you wonder why they throw away 4-year relationships, 6-year relationships. Hell, some even throw away a 10-year relationship because they want to keep on doing the bullshit, or they want to get back to the bullshit. Is a lot of the cases, this is a mistake as black men. You look at our fallen artists such as Nipsey Hussle's, our young Dolphs, and so many others. We make the grave mistake in thinking that once we evolve and become what most will not become, once we become our higher self, we tend to linger around the environment and people who we outgrown, spaces that we've outgrown, and we try to go back to see how we can bring others with us. And look at what takes place. We're murdered. We're killed. We're caught up because we don't want to separate 100% from an environment in which we've outgrown. We don't want to separate from people in which we've outgrown. We want to keep it real. Fuck that. Keeping it real keeps you hurt. It keeps you in pain, and it keeps you in the same place. You have a choice to make, and those around you also have choices. And not making a choice is making a choice. If you are on the path of growth, if this is something that you're seeking, you're looking for a new lifestyle, you're looking for a new area to grow in, you can't take those who don't want to do the same. You have to leave them where they are, and that's okay, because you were not put here to be homeboys and to keep it real. That is not your purpose, and that is not your responsibility. It is that person's responsibility to keep it real with themselves by doing the best thing for themselves. Choices and trade-offs is what it boils down to. But because you don't want to seem fake, because you don't want to seem as if you're acting funny, you go around the very people who talk shit about you when you are not present. You go around the very people who are in the same places in which you've outgrown for the sake of keeping it real. And you think they look at you the same. You think they have the same admiration for you, the same adornment for you, when they secretly envy you. They secretly hate you because you became everything that they're not willing to become, because they don't want to do the work. They don't want to fast. They don't want to stop drinking. They don't want to stop fucking. They don't want to stop destroying themselves by doing the same things over and over and over and over. Like, I look at my experience and tenure in the night spots. I've been going out and being social since I was 11 or 12 years old, going to the skating rink, going to the movies, the parties, the house parties. Been doing this for almost half my life. Ask me, how has it benefited me? Ask me. Chris, how is that? How has going out benefited you? Okay, I got me some women, got me some clout here and there, got me some fake daps and hugs. But how has it benefited your life? It really hasn't. And you have men in my age group, 40, over 40, still in the nightclubs. Why? Ask yourself, why would 40-plus-year-old men still be in the nightclubs with people half their age? Ignorance and their slavery to wanting to be looked at as keeping it real. Oh, he real. He still coming. He still in the club kicking it. Looking like damn fools because you're older, and people know that you're older than them. They know what age group you in. They can tell by your aura and your energy and by how you look and how you dress, because it's not natural. I'd be damned if I'm in the club kicking it every weekend with someone half my age, someone 13 years younger than me, 15 years younger than me. Why would we be frequenting the same spaces for entertainment? This is our normal lives. This is what I see. And I'm sure that you see it too. I know you see it. And I've been in the club and felt out of place as hell because I know I'm not supposed to be here with these people. I'm not supposed to be here with these people who are 22 and I'm 36. Why am I here? So men are defeated because they don't have a lack of discipline. They don't have the urgency to grow into a new space, to become a renewed version of themselves. They don't want to reinvent themselves. They want to be known as the same OG, as if that means anything. When they look up, they're 40, 50, and they don't have shit to show for it. No legacy, no works, no nothing. Pictures of themselves in the club doing the same shit they were doing 20 years ago. If you're not willing to grow, you're already dead. You're just still walking. You're dead man walking. So I challenge you to grow and to master yourself via discipline. You have to purge, you have to fast those things out of your life that do not contribute to your growth and to your legacy. Because why not? What's the worst that can happen? People dislike you. People start having conversations about they do that anyway. They're going to do that anyway. Men are defeated due to their lack of discipline. They can't stop chasing pussy. They can't stop buying the J's. They can't stop. I have to be cool. I have to let the world know I got the J's. Hey, I got the J's. But you guys let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.